Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from the YouTube channel Radolescence. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate that. I hope you guys are doing well. As you can tell, we have another unboxing that we're going to be doing today. This one was actually sent to me by my good friend Chris. Chris, I want to thank you so much for your time and your attention into sending me these packages and just your generosity. Chris has actually sent me a couple of packages in the past, and he lives in Staten Island, New York. So Chris, I don't know why we've never met up, because I'm in the Bayonne, Jersey City area, and it's only like a 5-minute drive away. You know, once you get over the bridge, right there. So we need to do something one day. We definitely need to meet up. So thank you so much for sending me this package. I actually forgot what you said you were going to send to me. It's just, you know, life has been very, very hectic as of late. What with me moving into a new home and getting married and everything. So it was just really nice to come home and find this package in the mail. I just came back from my honeymoon, come home, find this package. So Chris, thank you very much. Really excited to be opening this on camera for you guys today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do this. I think it's just samples, but nonetheless, I just want to thank you very much. Very nicely packaged. Thoroughly impressed. Let's see what we have here. So Chris, he actually took a picture of all the samples that he sent to me and the corresponding fragrances. I think that's really, really cool. Really good attention to detail. And here it is. Very nicely packaged and very generous size too. Oh my God. Chris, thank you so much for this. This is really nice of you. He packaged them in 2s, all in Ziploc baggies. So, you know, Chris, once again, your generosity never ceases to amaze me. This is just incredibly generous. So we have fragrance from the 24 series, Fahrenheit 32. Is this like Yuqawam by Rasasi? New York Patchouli by Bond No. 9, Tsar by Van Cleef Arpels. What is this last one? I'm not sure what the last one is, but My Perfumes Dark Oud. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead. Let's try these out. I'm wearing a couple of fragrances today already, so there is a shortage of skin, but we'll make this work. So oh, Go Dark by Scent Story. So let's try this one. I have tried Fahrenheit 32 in the past. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I'll try it again. So let's try 24 Go Dark. Okay, this is an interesting composition. It's a little bit cleaner than the original. I was a fan of the original, but I have a couple of Tafa fragrances that have that similar sweet ambery smell to them, which is one of the reasons why I never bought 24 Gold. But this is nice. It has a balmy characteristic to it as well. I'm trying to put my finger on exactly what it smells like, but the balmy characteristic kind of reminds me of Van Cleef & Arpels Midnight in Paris. So I'm not saying it has a similar smell, but just that balminess to it, that texture, the olfactory texture. It's nice. I like it. It's interesting. I don't know if I would buy a bottle of it, but I like the diversity from the original to this one. Let's try Fahrenheit 32 by Dior. I tried this a while ago. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I appreciate everything that the Dior house has done, and I like this one too. Don't get me wrong, but I like Absolute. I like the original. I love the original. But let's try this one. Oh, okay. I think I can see why I didn't like it the first time that I tried it, because it sort of has like this, what is it, like orange flower or like a floral component to it? Almost, you know what it's reminiscent of? It's reminiscent of like Fleur du Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I actually like Fleur du Mal, which is a little bit ironic that I wouldn't like this one. Maybe it was just like in the first one, maybe it's the deviation from the original that really didn't tickle my fancy, so to speak. But it's not a bad scent. It's not a bad scent whatsoever. Does it still have that petrol vibe from the original? Not so much, but nonetheless, it's an okay scent. It's just not something that I think I would wear. Like Yuqawam by Rasasi, I've had a friend let me try this one, and I've had tried this before. Never owned a sample, never owned a bottle, of course. But let's go ahead and try like Yuqawam by Rasasi. Finally got the bag open here. So of course this is the the Tuscan leather clone, and I'll tell you guys how similar it smells to it. I mean, I've smelled this in the past, but you know, never did a comparison on camera. Wow, yeah, and it smells very similar. It's that same aroma molecule that is present in a lot of the Tuscan leather clones, like Golden Boy by My Perfumes, Oud Leather by Montal, Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. And this one, it has that leather component to it, but it also has that berry note. The berry note is not found in a lot of Tuscan leather clones. A lot of them, they have the leather note. Blood Concepts O has that berry note. This one also has the berry note, which is why I would say this is very, very close to Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. Much closer than the other clones, I would say. And let's try, this one is New York Patchouli by Bond Number 9. Don't remember if I've tried this one. Daniel, my friend Daniel, has hooked me up with a lot of Bond Number 9 samples, but let's try this one. I'll let you guys know what I think. Really nice bottles, by the way. And just the way you packaged it, everything about it is amazing, so thank you for that. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought this was gonna be like a more chunky, earthy, chocolatey sort of patchouli. It's a little bit on the dry side, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, it's not what I was expecting. All right, I think it's a nice fragrance. I don't think it's a must-own. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but for me, there are other offerings from the Bond Number 9 house that I love to death. I just don't know if I would say that this is one of them. But it's interesting. It does things differently, and it stands out from other fragrances in the Bond Number 9 line. So for that reason, I would say this one is worth sampling. If it caters to your taste, you might find yourself investing in a bottle. For me, on the other hand, I like it, but I don't love it. I wouldn't go out, rush out there to buy a bottle, but I think it's a good fragrance. And let's get into the last two. I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. And this one is Dark Oud by My Perfumes, and then we have the Vintage Tsar by Van Cleef Arpels. So let's try this one first, Dark Oud by My Perfumes. Let me find space on my body to spray this one. This one is interesting. Whew, wow. I think oud, agarwood, but an ambery quality too. I don't know. It just, to me, it's evocative of a Middle Eastern perfume. As general as that seems, it just does. Perhaps an incensey quality too. I'm gonna need to spend more time on that with that one, but I definitely think it's interesting. I just feel like it's something that's overdone, you know, like that ambery oud Middle Eastern thing. I don't know, kind of getting tired of it, but I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. It doesn't go against the grain, but you might like it. And then let's try this one, Tsar by Van Cleef Arpels. Honestly, I'm just gonna be blunt on camera. I've never tried this. I've been wanting to try this, heard great things about it. Video just went over 10 minutes without the editing, so hopefully I can keep it shorter after it's all edited and polished. Let's try this one. Okay, I'm gonna spray it one more time. Okay. All right. In full disclosure, I'm having a difficult time making heads or tails of it. It definitely has a more mature, gentlemanly smell. It has that classic, dare I even say, antiquated smell about it. And you can tell that this is a scent that's been around for a very long time. Just the ingredients used are sort of evocative of the age of the composition. In terms of year of release, not in terms of it's an old bottle or anything like that. But it definitely has a green element to it, which I think is rather nice. I just think it does sort of convey an older smell to it. It is a little bit dated, in my opinion. It's not something that I would wear. Maybe I would wear it around the house. I mean, I'm gonna go through these bottles. I'm gonna wear these. I'm gonna exhaust them. I'm going to probably wear them until there's no drop left. But as far as wearing something like this in public, I don't know. I don't know if I could muster up the courage to do something like that. This is definitely, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the guts to wear it. But actually, no, that's not true. Because I would wear something like Interlude Man in public. But this, it definitely has a more dated quality about it. Again, not saying anything negative about it. I think there would be people out there who would love this fragrance for that. But as for me, I don't know. It smells a little bit too mature. I think in the opening, it might be a little bit too overwhelming. As it starts to dry down, it really settles into the skin rather nicely. It starts to lose some of that dated appeal, if you will. Even though the word appeal does have a positive connotation, but nonetheless, I think the lavender starts to come out, if indeed there is lavender in this scent. I get something evocative to lavender. I think it's a nice scent. Not something that I would wear just because it sort of conveys a mature quality about it. So I just want to conclude by saying thank you very much for this, Chris. Your generosity never ceases to amaze me. You're an incredibly nice guy, one of the best friends that I've made in this community. I want to thank you for everything. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I have a lot of content coming out of my channel, so please don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and please don't forget to like and comment on this video. If you've tried any of these fragrances, let me know down below. So guys, thank you for watching. This has been Steven with another video from Rattle Essence. We'll see you soon.